Welcome to Fort Wilderness. That's right, I am at my next destination of visiting all the Walt Disney World resorts, from the value to the deluxe and everywhere in between. And today is special because we are on our last moderate level resort. And I don't even know if you can really call this a moderate level. It is moderate-esque because it is different. It's a little combination of the value, moderate, and even deluxe all rolled into one. I think it's a good segue as we start visiting the deluxe resorts we end with here at the Fort Wilderness Campground. So we're gonna go down, check out a rootin' hootin' time of all the things there is to do. If you want to go camping, if you want to bring your RV, if you want to rent a cabin, it's all here for you. And we're going to find out just why this resort is so special. It doesn't even feel like we're here in Disney World. I invite you to join me, saddle up the horse, and let's go meandering around. If you're just coming to the fort for your first day to check in, you're gonna check in here at what looks like this old building. But after you park and you start looking around, you're gonna be like, where is it? Where do I go? Because what you're confronted with was this giant bus depot and golf cart parking area and not much else. Well, that's because to really experience Fort Wilderness, like this directory map here tells you, you're really gonna have to put on the hiking boots and get ready to explore, because where we are right now is at the outpost, the very beginning, almost like the transportation ticket center is the gateway to the Magic Kingdom, and you get there and you're like, where's the Magic Kingdom? But once you start here, you're gonna have to go all the way down in to that of Fort Wilderness. Luckily, there's many different ways to get down there. But before you can mosey on down to your campsite or cabin, you're gonna check in right here at this old-fashioned, old-timey check-in area, Fort Wilderness Reception Outpost. Wilderness homes and campsite accommodations. Starting off with the floor mat here, we get a big howdy, which is the signature welcome here at the fort. This place looks like a log cabin when you check out all the decorations up here on the ceiling. And over here, we got refillable drink station for your water bottle. That's pretty convenient. Nice stone fireplace that Santa would be proud right here, complete with some decorative art, child waiting area, and penny press machine. So overall, the front desk area is both simple yet refined. It's a lot smaller than any other the check-in areas at any other Disney resort, but that's because it's got that homey, like, comfort feel when you check in. You feel like, you know, you're at home. Here is the golf cart rental area where you can actually register and rent your own golf cart for the duration of your stay. And let me tell you, a lot of people do this. This runs out very fast, but it is definitely worth it if you can secure yourself a golf cart while making your way around the fort. It'll make your trip that much better, but just bring money, because I think it goes for about $80 a day just to rent a golf cart. They're all electric too, so they're very quiet. As getting around the fort should be, there's two ways to go, either bus, well, there's three ways to go: bus, golf cart, or walking. And I'm gonna take that dusty trail starting here from the top and meandering my way all the way down through the woods. This is probably the best way to get exercise. It's always a good walk. Over to the left, I got construction fences I see. This used to be a field for additional parking. Now it looks like they're gonna be building something back there. This is why I love the fort, because you can see behind me, it's just trees and wilderness. Doesn't even feel like I'm in Florida right now, in the middle of Orlando in Disney World. Feels like I'm just back home in Pennsylvania, walking on the old nature trails. Look at this, proof that you never know what you're gonna find here at the fort. I see a colored rock that somebody laid here for someone to discover. Looks like a very happy rock. That is amazing. And amongst this, besides this, there is actually scavenger hunts every day at the fort just for prizes. This one's reminding me to be happy. I will. I'm just gonna put that back for someone else to find, but document that I found it. Who knows what other kind of fun things I'm gonna find as I'm walking my way down to the pool area. Now, if you're driving one of those giant RVs around Fort Wilderness, the roads are gonna be pretty narrow and it might be a little difficult, but what you're looking at in front of you is the hitch and unhitch area where you can actually pull your big RV on the side and hitch and unhitch anything that you may be towing. So that's good. I know I'd appreciate that if I was driving a massive RV through here. Whoa, that's right, Chippendale. Here's something to take note of. What you're looking at is the four-way stop. This is the central traffic point of the Fort Wilderness. Where this RV is right now coming from, that is where the exit is. You're gonna head that way to the exit. If you probably have a tent or a cabin, you're gonna be on this side. And he just gave a nice beat, that was fun. You're gonna be on this side for the cabins and the tents. If you proceed straight through the four-way, head straight down, that's gonna get you over by the Meadows trading post and the Trails End restaurant at the end of the road and the marina. So that's all gonna be down that way. And then if you took a right and went that way, it's gonna get you to the swimming pool and the recreation area. Navigate your whole trip here thanks to the four-way stop. Very important here at Fort Wilderness. And alas, we finally made it to the central hub of activity. This is the recreation area where you're gonna find the most things to do here at the fort. As we're crossing this awesome wooden bridge right now. I love it, it's beautiful in the morning. And check it out, they've even added disc golf cages. That's something new I didn't even know they had. I'm an avid disc golf player, and I appreciate that they threw a little putting cage up there. Just one though, so I guess you just have to collab around that. Look, there's a falcon out there. You can see it. Oh, he just dived off. We've got this sand volleyball court, tennis courts, all the activity to do out here. But one of the most popular activities to do out there, oh look, playground too. Note that, fun for the kids. But the most popular activity would be the pool area. And check out the slide. What a good wilderness, old-timey slide that is. Kind of reminds me of river country, especially with the water tower on the side. That's cool. It's a pretty big pool, all shallow. And but you gotta have one thing to note, that even though this is a pseudo moderate level resort, you are not going to get pool towels provided for you here at the pool. This is the only pool in Walt Disney World where they're not going to give your towels, because it's pretty much assuming that you either are tenting or got your own towels in your RV somewhere, or maybe your cabin, and you're just going to use them. The child splash area back there. I like the old-timey windmill fan on the top. You see the fountain works. A lot of kinetic energy happen. I love that. Making our way to the front of the pool area, crossing the woods here. We have a checker chess set that can be played outside here. Looks like they haven't put anything out for it, but anywho, this is what I'm talking about. Welcome to the swimming pool. And I do, hence the name Swimming Pool, the Meadow swimming pool. We are in the Meadows area, and this is the old swimming pool, hence the IN. And look at this log cabin feel out here, and it's pretty awesome because you have activity, you can play some ping pong outside, and they even have a quick service area attached to the pool. Not open yet, it's early. That's why I come visit the pools before they open. But there we go, it's the Meadow Snack Bar. Open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then further down the line, look at this. We got an arcade with all the latest in retro gaming. Bring money. Look at that air hockey table. Pretty advanced for the fort, huh? Yeah. Also note that this arcade does not have a name like every other resort arcade that we've seen so far. Another thing that makes the fort unique, I guess. It's just an arcade. And it's just a swimming pool. Lots of chairs, lots of seating, lots of covered areas for shade, which is good. Just no towels. We got pool at the pool. That's right, a pool table that's covered up right now that you can go get your rack on here at the pool if you don't feel like swimming. So again, all the activities down at the old swimming pool. Lots to do. And there's even more to do because we're gonna follow this pathway now through the bushes of what looks like Jurassic Park over here. It's like I'm gonna see a velociraptor. Those are some hardcore Florida bushes. Not so wilderness feel. Look at this fun fountain. They have one of those gems mining things where kids can put a clump of dirt and rocks and mine for gems, but it also just looks really neat. And as you can see, it's flowing quite wonderfully. Love it. And then we have the pond that you can actually rent a canoe and go around the circle. See, so much to do down here in the meadow. This is where you want to hang out and do most things. We're coming up on one of the next most popular items here. It's the bike barn, where you can rent bikes and other things like fishing. See, you could fish here too, as you would expect here in the fort. But look at this old log cabin. Love the theming. Is everything super old, but look at that sign. Bike barn, recreational rentals. So again, this is where everything you pretty much want to do at the fort, you're gonna do down here. Here's a little boat launch area, and there's the canoes. You can take those out. I did it once, it was fun. It was like a circle. Speaking of circle, we got a hidden Mickey in the sand there. How nice. Yeah, it was pretty relaxing. It actually went down under that bridge there, and it's kind of like a big circle, I think. Or maybe I turned around. I don't really remember. I should do it again sometime. We got cornhole. Cornhole is set up, much like at many resorts. And then the last big thing here at the recreation area, they have probably the coolest campfire experience ever, because as you can see by the bleachers and lots of chairs, they actually have a singing character performance with Chip and Dale, and some singing, and they sing songs, and then they even play a movie. They've got a big screen over there. That is something no other Disney resort provides, that level of entertainment, and it's all included here. So you can come sing songs by the fire, roast marshmallows, pay extra for s'mores if you're gonna do that. And then even at night, they have food trucks that come in over there too, so you can get some extra good food. It is really a festive time. I definitely suggest that you come down to the campfire show and enjoy the songs and the movie. It's gonna be fun. And located just across from the bike barn and the pool area is the Meadows Trading Post. This is your one-stop shop for all your camping supplies and general store goods while you're staying here at Fort Wilderness. So if you forgot something on your trip, forgot to pack, odds are you can probably get it here. Check out, we got a statue of Frontier Mickey just scoping out that awesome campsite here in the center of the store beyond the trees. And then remember, you can get all your goods in case you forgot stuff, food and essentials and snacks, condiments, and many other things. Here's the official Fort Wilderness shirt right here, resort and campground. Ooh, they got Smokey the Bear here. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Now, when I was younger, I feel like he was called Smokey the Bear, but now he's just called Smokey Bear. I think it's a Mandela effect. Do you remember Smokey the Bear? There's even activities to keep the kids occupied where you shop to your drop-in here. We have old school checkers just laid out. Look at the awesome fireplace as they promote that train set that they really want you to buy. It's like Santa himself just left it at the bottom of the chimney. I love it. And here's something you really need when you head out in the wilderness. That's right, remote control, Walt Disney World monorail. Moseying down the trail now, away from the Meadows Trading Post. We are going to head down straight this way toward the south of the resort. And remember, if you get tired of walking, there's bus stops. That's a bus stop over there. Good luck waiting. They seem to take a while. But if you're so inclined, you could take a bus if you didn't rent yourself a golf cart like those people did. Should you choose to stay out here at Fort Wilderness, you have different options besides they have cabins. You could just bring your RV, and you see beyond the bushes here, they have RV setups, little parking lots to park and camp. Or if you feel so inclined and really want to feel what it's like to go camping, you can get yourself a tent and do it the old school way, because they do have spots for tenting here at Fort Wilderness. I actually did it myself. I'll leave the link to my video where I actually put together a 1980s old school tent here at the fort. It was a crazy experience. Should you find yourself here and roughing it, right here in front of me, this is the back side of a comfort station where they offer restrooms, showers, and all your comfort needs when you're camping out here in the wild. And they're set up all over Fort Wilderness, so go get your comfort on. That cart just beeped. In case that Meadows Trading Post was kind of far away, because it felt like it when I was walking down here, here's another gift shop here where you can also get just about the same amount of supplies and gifts, just in case you second guess yourself on getting that monorail that we saw back there. Welcome to the Settlement Trading Post down here at the Settlement. Scratch that going inside. They actually open at 11. So if you really need to grab the electronic monorail and you just can't wait, you're gonna have to go up to the Meadows Trading Post, because Settlement one here is not open until 11. All right, here's one of the best things about staying out here at Fort Wilderness is the awesome transportation by boat to the Magic Kingdom. That's right, you're looking at Bay Lake, just beyond the bear-proof trash can. You can come down here, you can park your golf cart if you rented it, cross this beach, Clementine Beach right here. Oh, they got lounge chairs over there so you can just hang out on the beach. That's nice. And this is the Fort Marina Recreation and Boat Rentals, but not anymore. They don't rent boats out here anymore. They used to. There it is, the ferry boat. It's gonna ferry people over to the Magic Kingdom, which is right behind Old Discovery Island right there. And after 3 o'clock, bonus, you can get another boat that'll appear here to take over to the Wilderness Lodge and the Contemporary Resort. Isn't that awesome? And here it is, folks, the old Trails End restaurant. You used to check in right where that bench is and go be seated inside. They've converted it now to just like a quick service area. It's not the same. It was really cool. They always had good breakfast there too. It was a buffet. It was awesome. Still got the sign now. Trails End Restaurant. Frontier fixins and friendly folk. Oh man, it's Davy Crockett's Wilderness Arcade. If Davy Crockett ever dreamed about an arcade or knew what that was, I bet it would look just like this. Talk about dinner and a show. It doesn't get more showy and dinner-like than here at Pioneer Hall, home of the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review. That's right, you get to chow down on all kinds of good food, fried chicken, and end up with some strawberry shortcake at the end while getting entertained with some awesome singers. I always enjoyed here at the Hoop, before you go into the show, they'd come out and ring the triangle and call everyone in for dinner. It's a great experience. I've had nothing but fun times attending the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. That alone is worth coming to the Fort Wilderness. Now, you don't have to stay here to enjoy the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. You can actually make a reservation and then they'll let you come in. You still have to take a bus from the front desk, from the top area, all the way down back here to the settlement. But it is worth the experience. I'm at my last amazing detail of Fort Wilderness, one of my favorite things. Welcome to the Tri-Circle D Ranch. This is where they hold all the horses for all of Walt Disney World. And you get to see them on display here at the ranch for free. Now, a long time ago, you can see the contemporary in the background. That's pretty cool. The Tri-Circle D Ranch was actually here for the longest time since the opening of Fort Wilderness, but just recently, a few years ago, they actually uprooted it and they built this entire new structure because they thought that DVC was going to come in and build a whole new resort way over there where those clearance are, but that never came to be. In fact, I feel like a lot of those construction tools probably went to the Polynesian, and that's where they're going to put the DVC thing now. But it's okay, because DVC is still coming to the fort in just a different way, a cabin form. Look at the logo. That is awesome. It's really quite an experience. Remember, don't pet the horses. We can look at them, but don't pet them. One of the coolest things here, this is the original Walt Disney World Calliope that used to actually march down main streets and be drawn by horses. Look at the size of those saddles right there. Look, you can push this button here and you can hear a preview of what it must have been like going down Main Street. Wow. The fanfare. It's fantastic. And a little small pop-up museum to Disney and horses, because horses really shaped this company. They were a part of the whole thing. Here's a model of the Calliope. Talk about horsepower. It took 10 horses to pull that thing. Tri-Circle D Ranch today, talking at me as if I was a child. It's cool. And Walt and the horses up there. Lots of nostalgia. He loved horses. And now I feel like they got a proper home. These are probably the luckiest horses in the world right here. It must be feel that Samson heard his name. Hi, buddy. Just saying hi. Just meandering around. Prince. He looks princely. Very nice. Red. Kind of reminds me of Mr. Ed. And of course, we got the ponies. Again, for a small fee, your kids can take out a pony ride. For one lap, it's $10. For 2 laps, it's $15. And you can go out on the track. Just recapping my journey today, according to the Fort Wilderness map, we started this morning at the front desk check-in area, which is here at the Outpost. And this is where you can do horsing rides, rent your golf carts for your stay, basically your whole check-in process. Then we moved down this path. If you head straight down the road, you're gonna come to the infamous 4-way stop. That's gonna be like right around here. Again, that's the heart line of Fort Wilderness, because as you can see, when you pull back, it's a giant circle that all goes around that 4-way stop. So depending on how you're gonna stay here, is what section you're going to be at. So this is where a lot of the cabins are on this side. Also, if you're maybe pitching a tent, you're going to be actually out here, because this is a lot of the camping sites for tent. And if you bring an RV hookup, you're going to be out in this area for RVs and such. And then we looked at the Meadows trading post. That's your general store, especially before 11 for all your go-to merchandise needs. Then we looked at the bike barn. This is your recreation area. You have the Meadows swimming pool and your important at night campfire sing-along. Meet Chip and Dale by the campfire, sing some songs and watch a movie. And remember, we continued straight down from the four-way where we got to the settlement. And this is where Pioneer Hall is, home of the Hoop-de-Doo Review, Trails Inn Grab-and-Go Restaurant, awesome Davy Crockett's Wilderness Arcade. And then you're gonna have the marina where you could hop a boat over to the Magic Kingdom. And like I said before, if you're bringing a dog, they can play at the dog park, which is gonna be right over here in this area, because we are here. So dog park, there it is. The paw print marks the spot. Looks like people are getting ready to go on the long dusty trail as they hop aboard these horses and do some trail rides. Also brought to you by the Tri-Circle D Ranch. Speaking about hitting that trail, I think it's about time for me to hit the dusty trail, say goodbye to Disney's Fort Wilderness, and also goodbye to moderate level resorts. Again, Fort Wilderness is a moderate level resort, but it also can feel like a deluxe. So I feel like it was a good segue as we head into seeing some of the best that Disney World has to offer in deluxe resorts. We're gonna look at resorts that are closer to theme parks and have tons of amenities and are just huge, whether it be walking around or up in the sky. It's gonna be a fun time. But thanks for checking out Disney's Fort Wilderness with me today. It was very awesome to see all the different activities. Fort Wilderness is just magical. It feels this is the place that you don't even have to go to the rest of Walt Disney World. You could have an entire week-long vacation and only stay here at Fort Wilderness, whether you're camping, whether you're bringing your RV, whether you're getting a cabin, and soon, whether you're staying at Disney Vacation Club. The Fort Wilderness is nothing but fun. But that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm JohnnyJans, and as always, I'll catch you out there meandering around. I love this. No matter what holiday is upon us, you could pretty much find a decoration here at Fort Wilderness. The campers love decorating the fort with their inflatables and such, and they get in the spirit of every holiday. We're looking on St. Patrick's Day, and that looks awesome. I never even knew there was a Mickey and Minnie St. Patrick's Day thing ever, and yet here it is. You'll find it at the fort. You'll see decorations you never thought existed as far as Disney decorations for all the holidays. Everybody gets into Christmas, everyone gets into Halloween, and everything else in between. So that is just awesome. It's just worth taking a stroll around the campsites to see what kind of festive holiday decorations will be out.